Good day, everyone. I am Maria Kyla G. Belga from Group 2 of Grade 12 St. Thomas, and I will be presenting the findings and conclusions of the research study entitled Effects of the Academic Stress on the Academic Performance. The study aimed to determine the effects of academic stress on the academic performance of grades 9 and 10 students of St. Paul College of Bukawe. This study was conducted to answer these specific questions. First, what is the profile of the respondent students in terms of academic stress and academic performance? Second, which academic stress is experienced the most and the least? Third, how are grade 9 and grade 10 students compared in terms of academic stress? Fourth, is there significant difference on the academic performance of grades 9 and 10 students under eustress and distress? And fifth, is there a significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress? Allow me to present the three sets of null and alternative hypotheses proposed in the study. The first set. For null hypothesis, there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress. And for the alternative, there is a difference on the academic performance of grades 9 and 10 students under eustress. For the second set, the null hypothesis proposed that there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under distress. And for the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under distress. Lastly, for the third set of hypotheses, the null hypothesis proposed that there is no significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress, while the alternative hypothesis proposed that there is a significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress. To begin with, for specific question number 1, what is the profile of the respondent students in terms of academic stress and academic performance? The data used for these questions are from tables 1, 2, and 5. Table 1 is used for the findings on the profile of the respondents in terms of academic stress. The study includes 162 students, wherein 80 students belong in grade 9, while 82 students were from grade 10. Out of 80 grade 9 students, 59 or 47 students are experiencing eustress, while 41 or 33 students experience distress. For the grade 10 students, out of 82 students, 76% or 62 students experience eustress, while 24% or 20 students are experiencing distress. To conclude, majority of the respondents experience eustress. On the other hand, tables 2 and 5 are used as a basis to present the findings on the profile of the respondents in terms of their academic performance. The academic performance of grade 9 students under eustress are the following: outstanding with 6 or 13%, very satisfactory with 17 or 36%, satisfactory with 16 or 34%, fairly satisfactory with 8 or 17%, and did not meet the expectations with 0 or 0%. On the other hand, the academic performance of grade 9 students under distress are the following: outstanding with 3 or 9%, very satisfactory with 12 or 36%, satisfactory with 15 or 45%, fairly satisfactory with 3 or 9%, and did not meet the expectations with 0 or 0%. And for the academic performance of grade 10 students under eustress are the following: outstanding with 9 or 14%, very satisfactory with 29 or 47%, satisfactory with 21 or 34%, fairly satisfactory with 3 or 5%, and did not meet the expectations with 0 or 0%. On the other hand, the academic performance of the grade 10 students under distress are the following: outstanding with 1 or 5%, very satisfactory with 11 or 55%, satisfactory with 80 or 40%, fairly satisfactory with 0 or 0%, and did not meet expectations with 0 or 0%. To conclude, majority of the grade 9 students who experienced eustress got very satisfactory, while students who experienced distress got satisfactory. On the other hand, majority of the grade 10 students experiencing both eustress and distress got very satisfactory. For specific question number 2, which academic stress is experienced the most and the least? For this question, I used Table 8 to come up with the findings. For the grade 9 students, the most experienced academic stress is eustress with 84.62, while the least experienced academic stress is distress with 84.55. As for the grade 10, the most experienced academic stress is eustress with 85.98, while the least experienced academic stress is distress with 85.40. The total of the mean of the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students in terms of academic stress are eustress with 85.3 and distress with 84.975. To conclude, the academic stress that the students experience the most is eustress, while distress are experienced the least. For specific question number 3, how are the grade 9 and grade 10 students compared in terms of academic stress? I used Table 8 as a basis for the findings. For the grade 9 students, the value of eustress is 84.62, while for the grade 10 students, the value is 85.98. On the other hand, under the category of distress, the value for grade 9 students is 84.55, while for the grade 10 students, the value is 85.40. To conclude, grade 10 have higher average weighted mean for both academic stress compared to grade 9 students. Moving on, for specific question number 4, is there a significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress and distress? To get the values on the findings, I used the data presented in tables 3, 4, 6, and 7, as well as t-test is the statistical tool that I use in order to get some of the values needed for the findings. The result of computation is presented on the findings. For the grade 9 eustress, the critical value is positive negative 2.01 and t-value of negative 0.67. Grade 10 eustress with the critical value of positive negative 2.00 and t-value of 1.41. The conclusion accepts the null hypothesis, which implies there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress. On the other hand, in terms of distress, grade 9 has the critical value of positive negative 2.04 and a t-value of negative 0.74. While for the grade 10, the results of the critical value is positive negative 2.09 with a t-value of 0.35. In conclusion, the null hypothesis is accepted, which implies there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under distress. The result of the t-values for grade 9 and grade 10 for both academic stress falls within the accepted region. It is therefore all of the conclusions accept the null hypothesis. For specific question number 5, is there a significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress? I used Table 8 for the databases as well as t-test for the statistical tool. The computation resulted to the critical value of positive negative 12.71 and t-value of 1.27. The computed t-value, which is 1.27, falls within the accepted region. With this, the null hypothesis is accepted since the t-value did not fall less than negative 12.71 nor greater than 12.71. This concludes that the null hypothesis is accepted, which means there is no significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress. Proceeding to the main problem, What is the effect of academic stress on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students of St. Paul College of Buhawe? Based on the findings of the specific questions, with the use of data provided and statistical tools for hypothesis testing, it concludes that the academic stress has no effect on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students of St. Paul College of Bukawe. And with that, we have finally arrived at the end of my oral presentation for the study entitled Effects of the Academic Stress on the Academic Performance. Again, I am Maria Kyla G. Belga of Group 2 from Grade 12 St. Thomas. Thank you for listening and God bless.